Hello, guys. Hi, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. I hope you guys are doing great. So today we have some background music, Christmas carols. We're really in the Christmas mood around here. Our Christmas tree is all decorated in the hallway. In the reception. Um, yeah. So I hope you guys can hear the Christmas carol. One of my favorites. I I put the title below, but for some reason it's not showing up. Let me put it again. Expediting an immigration case or an appointment. Or an appointment. Okay, guys. I hope you guys are great. Happy Wednesday. Today is my the day of my birth. Very special as always. Okay, guys. I hope you guys are fine. If you are watching this live video now, please drop me your comments. Let me know where you're watching from as always. And if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to please subscribe and comment, like. If you're watching on Facebook, like, comment, share. Just talk to us. Okay. So, as I said, let me know if you guys can hear my Christmas carol in the background. It's giving the whole Christmassy ambience. We're really in the Christmas mood here. I'm going to be sharing a video year of the end. I'm sorry, end of the year. Well, not end of the year in review video. We'll talk about everything we'll summarize everything that has happened so far at the law firm, and then we'll talk about expectations for the coming year. Okay. So, guys, let's get started. Today, we're going to be talking about. Can you guys hear my music? Please let me know if you can hear my music. Mami Kawaba says, "Hello, beautiful AK. Hello, Mami. Thank you so much for that compliment and thank you for joining." Okay, so yes, the title is right down below: expediting an immigration case or an appointment. Okay, so there's, as you guys know, a huge number of backlogs, and people keep asking, how do I expedite my case? How do I expedite my appointment? So today we're going to be talking about trying to expedite your immigration case. We'll look at this topic by focusing specifically on, for example, a B2 visa, or yeah, a B2 visa. Guys, can you hear my music? I hope you guys can hear the background music I'm playing for you. Okay, so let's get started. So for example, if you're trying to come in on, okay, good. Yeah, I see Nana is Nana says hi. Nana, thank you so much for joining. Mami Kawa says yes, I can hear background music. Thank you. Good. That's okay. So yes, if you're trying to come in on a B2 visa, you guys know the B2 visa, for example, is for tourism and for other purposes. Okay, and the only reason you may request for an expedited appointment is because you have an emergency. Okay, as I tell people, everybody's waiting, everybody's inconvenienced by the wait, everybody's annoyed by the delay, but that does not entitle you to um an expedited appointment. You have to wait in line. It's annoying, it's disruptive, it's very frustrating. It's 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 all of those things, but the only reason why an expedited appointment request will be approved is because there's an emergency. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about that. And it's Christmas, so we don't want to get too legal. Today we're here to have some fun, enjoy some just one Christmas carol, and then I will probably see you guys later, probably next week after Christmas or something. So the first thing is that before you apply for any type of expedited appointment, or you're trying to expedite your case with the NVC, for example, you need to have proof. You have documentary evidence to prove that urgency. Okay, guys, this is America. Everything has to be documented. I know, for example, for some of our countries like Ghana, Nigeria, we're a very oral community. So, well, when you say it, it should suffice. But no, here we need to see what's the proof, anything from your doctor, any type of evidence. So you need to have that to display that there is an urgency. Um, And you have to also know that normally, if you want to expedite your appointment, you have to pay the regular fees, the fees for a regular appointment for a B2 visa. And then after that, you can schedule or request the expedite. You cannot do the expedite without going through the regular appointment. Okay. And guys, be careful. If you misrepresent any fact, it will be held against you under Section 212 A6CI. Yes, I have this in my head because I've dealt with so many cases where people, that's Section 212 of the Immigration and Nationality Act, okay? Section 212 A6CI, that specifically talks about misrepresentation and fraud. If there's willful misrepresentation, then you will be permanently inadmissible to the United States. And if you're found out, it's a big problem. So you have to file waivers just to be granted admission. So be careful of that. If there's no real emergency, no points lying about it. So that's one thing you should know. So for example, the kinds of things okay, the kinds of things, and let me tell you guys this. Once you also request an expedite appointment, if you go for the interview and you are denied the visa, you cannot use the same opportunity to you'll not be allowed to utilize this option to obtain another expedited appointment. Okay, so let's move on to the next thing. Normally, these are things that will not qualify you for an expedited appointment, for example, for a B2 visa. So if you're traveling for the purpose of you're trying to attend a wedding, for example, or a graduation ceremony, or you want to assist a pregnant relative. So your sister is pregnant, she needs help, she's dying at home, well, just assisting a pregnant relative may not qualify as an emergency in their books. But if she's dying and really you are the only person that can help save her, probably if you're able to demonstrate it through very strong documentary evidence, then it could move from the realm of a regular appointment to to being to getting categorized as reasonable for an expedited appointment. Okay, so if you want to participate in an annual business or academic professional conference, or you want to enjoy last minute tourism, like, okay, you just decided that, I want to visit the White House in 3 weeks, that's an emergency, I need to just come, it won't be considered as an expedited appointment. So for those types of travels, you need to apply way well in advance. I've shared on this platform already that I'm sorry, sometimes what happens is that, for the past few weeks, what we've realized is that the appointment dates are have gone as far back as 2023. I wouldn't even be surprised if there are now appointment dates available only in 2024. And the last time I checked, it was in 2023. So if the slots in 2023 are full, then they moved to 2024. So if you want to come in on a B2 visa, this is the time to actually start your application. So here are the reasons that will qualify you to file an expedited appointment. So for example, if your family member is here in the US and they've petitioned for you and you're back home in your home country, and you think that, this has taken long, NVC should expedite my appointment, there are a few reasons why they would expedite your appointment. You need to demonstrate again that there is a real emergency. Here are some of the things that could qualify as an emergency. The first thing is medical needs. So if the purpose of your travel is to obtain, for example, urgent medical care, or you want to accompany a relative or employer for urgent medical care, then that's an emergency. Okay, you'll need a letter from a doctor that will describe the medical condition why you're seeking care in the US, medical care. And then you need also evidence of how you pay for the cost of treatment in the US. Then the other thing is that you would also need a letter from the physician or your doctor in the United States that will indicate that they're prepared to treat your case. Okay. And then they'll also tell you the approximate cost of treatment in the letter, and then evidence of how you cover that cost of treatment that has been, stipulated in the letter by your US doctor. And then, purpose of a funeral or a death, again, there has to be the essential documentation. You must have evidence that the person who died is your immediate relative. Immediate relatives, usually mother, father, and child. According to U.S. immigration law, And then spouse, of course, your husband or your wife. Yes, that's immediate relative. And then a letter from the funeral director stating the contact information and details of the deceased and the date of the funeral. And then you should have, if you have urgent business travel, for example, you could also apply for an emergency appointment. And normally you should be able to demonstrate that you could not have predicted the travel in advance, and so you couldn't apply in advance of the trip. Okay, so those are some of the grounds under which you can actually apply for an expedited appointment or try to expedite your case. For example, that is at the NVC. So guys, that's all for today. We've just done 10 minutes of legal work. We just don't want to, it's a Christmas season, right? So let's enjoy one of my favorite Christmas carols as I wish you guys a very wonderful Merry Christmas. I'm just really, really happy today. Well, this season, it's a really beautiful season. So I hope that you guys will, have a wonderful time with your families and, by yourself if you are alone. Okay, let me read a few comments. We have Jabo Pajibo. Hello, Jabo Pajibo. I like your name. I hope you're doing great. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you guys can't hear my cockroach voice. Nana Asian says waiting. Thank you for joining. Him. Olamide Adebayo says, hello, beautiful attorney. Hello, Olamide. You've been fabulous throughout the year. Thank you always for joining us and for spending time with us during our legal hangouts and legal live moments. So guys, I hope you guys are enjoying this Christmas carol. I love it. I think it's one of the beautiful ones. Give to bring power, that's fit. Together, King I wish I could dance. Shall I play for you? I play my drum for him. I play my blues for him. Then he smiled at me. So I'm going to play one of my favorite renditions that I've heard recently, and then we'll call it a day. I'm actually waiting for a consultation. So, guys, I hope you're enjoying the Christmas carol, the legal Christmas carol session. I'm going to play this. Okay, I pulled it up right here. They told me, a newborn king to see. This is Carrie Underwood and her son. Our finest gifts we bring, to lay before the king,
pum. So to honor him, pa-ra-pa-pum-pum, when we come. Little baby, pa-ra-pa-pum-pum. I am a poor boy too, pa-ra-pa-pum-pum. I have no gifts to bring, pa-ra-pa-pum-pum. That's fit to give our king, pa-ra-pa-pum-pum, ra-pa-pum-pum, ra-pa-pum-pum. Shall I play for you, pa-ra-pa-pum-pum, on my drum?
All right, guys, thank you so much for joining. Let me leave you guys. I will see you guys soon on the flip side. I wish you all a very wonderful Merry Christmas, and I hope that this season will bring you guys joy and peace and closures to problems and issues and a renewed hope for the new coming year. Okay, guys, I'll see you. Take care. Goodbye.
When he smiled at me, pa-ra-pa-pum-pum, me and my drum.